Isn't it such a weird feeling that we're making this right now?
Yes. The whole thing is weird. The whole thing is this is the least weird. You know what
Why?
was weird? Creating an action figure in like 1990 and then filming it with my son on a rooftop like 30 years later. And then being on Amazon Prime and then now doing an interview in my basement. It's just the least of the weird.
Scene 3BH, take 3.
Woo!
And 3, 2, 1.
All right, so this goes back late 80s, early 90s. It's a little muddy. It's a little while ago. But Stefan, my best friend at the time, aka Finn, I remember he came over into the yard. We always played together like Ninja Turtles, superheroes. And he's like, oh, he's like, Drew, I created a new superhero that I'm going to be. It's Perceptor, and he's from the future, and he's got guns, and this, and that, and the other thing.
There was one point in time where I had a dream about a superhero. And it was this like futuristic super soldier. He had all these really cool guns and this like metal armor. And it was like the coolest thing I've ever seen. So I came outside, I hung out with my best friend Andrew. And I was like, oh my God, I had a dream about a superhero. I'm going to make him up. And blah, 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 blah. And I was like so excited. So, so then we picked out like which action figure he was going to be based on like the G.I. Joes that we had. And we would play figures, and I'd be Perceptor, and then he'd be Batman or like whatever character that it was.
But it just never felt right, like Batman and Perceptor. It just didn't have a ring to it. Plus, I wanted my own character. So I remember, because I like Batman, I always liked Batman, and I always liked Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe, so I kind of wanted to blend the two of them together. There was a dictionary, I had an orange dictionary, and I remember going through the dictionary trying to figure out what to name the character, because he had such a unique name for Perceptor that I wanted to match that, and I'm pretty sure I wanted it to start with P as well. And I remember finding Phantom in the dictionary. I was like, that's the name.
And the two constants that I've always had has been Andrew and his friendship, and Phantom and Perceptor. And I mean, it's crazy to think that like, it started out as action figures, and then it was like us in the yard, playing as the characters. And so growing up, it's always been a big part of, my life and who I am. And now seeing that come to life in a movie is just mind blowing to me.
And then I guess it kind of died out as Finn and I got older. I don't want to say we forgot about Phantom and Perceptor, but like as you get older, you stop playing with toys and stuff like that. And then it wasn't until my son AJ was born, and I remember when AJ was little, he's like, who's this guy? Like, because it was Batman parts with Snake Eyes, and I was like, oh, it's Phantom, and I explained to him the whole story. I found like comic books, I showed him the comic books, and he fell in love with the characters at an early age too. It was actually, if I remember correctly, Taylor Forte, who plays Perceptor, was the one that originally told AJ and I, like, this could be more than just what it is. Like, he really wanted to do the feature as well, as much as AJ did.
So there was the like first moment when AJ was like, hey, I have a script about Phantom and Perceptor. I'm going to bring it there, and, like, we're going to read it. And I was like, all right, yeah, cool. And as I'm reading through it, it's so well written and it's so incredible. And it's like, if this wasn't Phantom and Perceptor, I would still love it. But thankfully it was.
But I was just excited to be a part of it. And then because we were going to do more fighting this time, I had to train more. So Taylor Forte came in. We went over a lot of like fighting skills with sword fighting, also with John, who plays War Baron. And then we did like weeks of like fighting and stances and like how to take a punch, how to roll. I believe, let's see, I fractured a rib or bruised a rib during the sword fighting training because I took a fall and I rolled hard on it, which they were not happy about because then we had to redo almost all of the choreography the day before we were supposed to shoot because I was like injured. Yeah, it's always cool walking on set in the costume for the first time because everybody kind of just stops and looks at you. It's like, oh yeah, I'm like Phantom. And it's great that I have this mask on because like I'm smiling like an idiot. Underneath I'm supposed to be intimidating, but everybody's like looking at me like, oh my God, like wow, he looks so cool. And I'm just like, wow, I'm just a big kid playing out like a childhood memory. Oh, the crew was, we couldn't have done this without the crew. The crew was fantastic. The amazing thing about the crew, and this is where I kind of started to see the light a little bit, was that like, of course, I always liked Phantom and Perceptor. Like Stefan and I love Phantom and Perceptor. AJ loved it because he was a kid growing up with it. And then Taylor Forte fell in love with the character because he played it so well in the student version of it. So it's like, okay, yeah, like of course, like we're all gonna like this thing. But then the crew fell in love with it too. And like one of AJ's passions is like getting the right people into the right positions. So the fact that this crew was willing to work for free, believed in the project enough to go on this crazy adventure, this guerrilla filmmaking, no permits. I don't know if we're allowed to put that in there, but cut that. Everybody was out there, right? Because they believed in it. They believed in AJ. They believed in the product. Hottest day of the year. Everyone's out there. We're dying. We're melting. You know, even Skylar's father was out there. You know, and sweating bullets for AJ and for Phantom and Perceptor. Like people believe in it, and that's when I started to believe, like, wow, like we really have something here. It's not just the people that are in the movie. It's the crew. It's everyone who sees it believes in it.
But I think the part that really brings it to life for me and shows that it has this life of its own is the fact that people outside of my immediate circle love it, right? Because, like, you know, obviously I'm going to love it because it's my character. And obviously, you know, AJ is going to love it because it's his movie. But people that I've never met, that I never will meet, have seen it and they love it. And just that thought to me, I mean, I wish this wasn't on Zoom so that I could show you, but I'm getting like goosebumps just talking about it. Like the fact that it's grown on to have this life of its own and its own little cult following is really just incredible and rewarding. And I couldn't be more proud of an uncle. Yeah, so as I think through like Taylor Forte and like what he did with the role, it is scary good. It's almost like he was like hiding in the shadows around my house to learn how I behave, to be me. Like from the way he delivers his jokes to like the level of banter to the back and forth to like whistling the Golden Girls theme in the earlier film. Like it's me to a T. And for a person I didn't meet until after the film, I couldn't believe it. And he does an incredible job of like being the exact person that Perceptor needs to be. But the part that always cracks me up, because it's literally exactly how I would have done it, is I think it's where he shoots War Baron and like it actually worked. And like Phantom's all like on the ground, like all disheveled. Then he comes over, he's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like it's just the energy he had in that. It's like true Stefan energy where like he can't believe that it worked, but it did. But he's so excited he wants to stand there and like scream about it, but he can't because his like hero and best friend's like all injured and everything. So it is an absolutely perfect delivery.
Camera. 10, ND, take 4.
One moment. All right, good.
3, 2, 1, action.
Oh my God, holy shit, holy shit. Come on, old man, come on, it's not the senile home. Come on, he's coming. Hold that shit. Okay, you got this shit. Go in. Oh my god.
And cut.
What's next for Phantom and Perceptor? I don't know how much I'm supposed to say, but
Say whatever you want. We'll cut around you.
okay. So it's revealed that Perceptor is Phantom's son. No, just kidding.
AJ's face.
Do you have anything else, Katie?
Not that I could think of. I hit all the questions and I followed up too.
Steve is my favorite Fog. Skylar is my favorite Bucci. I am my favorite Squires.